Man, this year's been a mess. Well, hopefully, let's see how next month suits out for me. Not really worse than anything else that's been going on at the moment. Okay, let's see what I have. Oh, okay, sure. All right. What? Well, that's just not good at all. Hope yours works out better. Hey Tarot fans, welcome to another edition of Blue Sicx Tarot. I'm your fantastic host Blue Sicx. Thank you very much for watching. Now, I'll now be doing a series of short videos doing readings for every zodiac sign. Because at the moment we've not had the best year, so I thought I'd do short readings to cover January. Just because got to start the year somehow, so I thought do this. Hope you'll all enjoy. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and also follow me in the social medias. And we are this close to hitting 500 subscribers, so if you feel the need, please do subscribe and leave a comment. We always try and like to read the comments. And with that out of the way, roll on the intro. Hello there Taurus, now it's all for you. Let's see what the month of January brings for you. And we'll shuffle our oracle deck as well. So, the beginning of January brings you the 9 of Pentacles. So you start off the year and the month ostensibly in a very comfortable position. I always consider this card to be you have what you need, but not necessarily everything that you want. But you don't really need, you're not in a place where you actually need anything. Anything an extra is just something you just kind of want to add. It's not necessarily, it's not a necessity, but it is more like I'm very comfortable. It would be very nice to have this thing as well. There's something just to add, but not necessarily necessary. Middle of January, we have the Ace of Swords. So with this one, so in the middle of the month, it's about focusing more on being able to communicate with what you want and being able to understand yourself, what it is you want as well. Because it's not just about explaining these things to others, but it's a good way to kind of explain it to yourself as well. Because sometimes things like that can be very ethereal, and it can be very tricky to kind of, you know, you can look at something and go, well, I want to be more comfortable. But then you have to realise, what would that actually mean? Does that mean you need extra cushions? Does that mean you need better quality food? That sort of thing. So it's about pinning down the specifics of what it is you actually want to move on and to progress and to add. So at the end of the month, we are looking at the 2 of Pentacles. And so at the end, you're looking at the case of here are these two things, and it's about trying to prioritize and kind of realize which one is more important than the other, which one do you value more. And the thing is with that is you look at them and these two things look basically equal. They're not exactly the same, but you're like, this is very important, but then so is this. And sometimes it's very tricky to kind of sometimes you might try to find an excuse in yourself to say, well, this is important, but I do want this as I want this as an option as well. How can I make this thing more important than this thing? So it's like prioritizing of, I really need something to eat. So should I go for this? Should I go for this nice meal, or should I go for this really nice dessert? and you're putting more effort in trying to reason as to why to have the dessert rather than go for the thing that's a bit more obvious, but you want one more, but you know you should have the other one more. As you can see here in this picture, these coins are basically both the same level, but there is a cat to say which one there is to prioritize. So you're probably making it harder than it actually is. So focus on the thing you go on, what you know you should go for, rather than trying to make excuses to prioritize the other one. And the last card to kind of keep in mind is called Answering the Call. The time is now. So ostensibly, with everything that's kind of going on, you're being pulled into a direction, and rather trying to figure out if you should go for that direction or prioritize something else. Something's calling out to you. Go to what you're being called to, because they're calling you for a reason. That's the reading for Taurus and for January. Doesn't look too bad, and I'll catch you on the flip side.